Biofabrication also presents tremendous opportunity. Now this technology allows tissues to be created without killing any animals. Proponents say that while some people remain hesitant about eating lab-grown meat, they're far more open to testing out leather products. I met with the CEO of modern Meadow, Andras Forgacs, and began by asking him just how safe biofabrication is.
It's important to note it does not involve genetic modification. We're basically working with natural cells and getting them to do what they would do in nature. We're creating the embryonic precursor, if you will, to muscle. We're creating the embryonic precursor to skin, and then getting the cells to self-organize, to sort out, and to mature as they would in nature to become the finished tissue. And so in that sense, it's an extremely natural process. It's just done in a controlled environment. It's not done in the body of an animal. It's done in an environment that's a lot more controlled. Now, as far as leather is concerned specifically, the process is actually a lot cleaner because we grow the skin and we make it into a material that's a lot more pure, a lot more clean. It doesn't have hair on it. It doesn't have flesh or fat. So a lot of the steps that are involved in traditional leather tanning, the steps that would be called beam house operations, are all about removing the hair and the flesh and the fat. That's where a lot of the toxicity is. That's where a lot of abrasive chemicals are used. We don't need to use them. So as a result, the tanning process is a lot shorter because we don't have those initially very toxic steps.
Which has to be good news for everyone at the end of the day. I know you've brought some samples. I'd love to have a look at them.
Sure. So these are some early samples, and we're iterating rapidly to make better and better versions. And here's an example of leather that is thicker, and this is made of calf cells, calf skin cells. And here is an example of leather that is thinner, and it's an example of the kind of innovation we can pursue. We can basically make leather that's very thin, practically transparent, translucent. And in this sense, one of the things that's very exciting for designers is that we open up entirely new design and performance parameters. We can make leather that is similar to what you would get traditionally through the slaughtered, process, but we can also create leather that is better in important performance and design aspects.
So in terms of all these sort of projects, really moving to full-scale mass production, what does that mean for our environment, for our animals, if and when we see it properly happen?
Sure. This has been well documented. There have been several studies that have looked at what would be the net environmental impact of cultured meat production. And one of the studies from Oxford from several years ago found that this process would be 99% more efficient in terms of land use, 96% more efficient in terms of water use, 96% fewer greenhouse gases, importantly, and about half as much energy.